Shaq wrote a diss track about Shannon Sharpe.
I saw that.
I listened to it.
I did not.
I did. Shaq can rap.
Shaq is the largest person I've ever met in my life.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like he is so
Yeah,
large.
he's a big fella. He's a big fella.
And I don't mean like,
He's
but
a
he's
he's a big fella.
and very
Uh
nice guy,
yeah.
but he's
Like
a
being
big
that
guy.
being that big, there's no reason for you to be mean or anything
Like
like that.
intimidating.
Yeah.
Like your size is intimidating.
Right.
It didn't intimidate me, but like he's just a big guy.
Understand that if you walk in a room, there could be an overcast because you're in there. You could be blocking
And
the
his
light.
hands are so big.
Yeah.
It's the thing that I remember because he stuck his hands in a bowl to get some peppermints. And he grabbed like 10 of them.
Yeah.
He was like, I was just trying to get like 2 or 3. Dude.
Shaq is out here writing diss tracks. But the thing about Shaq, yeah, the thing about Shaq is, and I'll get to the story before the diss track in a second. But the thing about Shaq, if you go back and listen to like his older things, right? Like when
all his things are older, except for this
I mean,
right?
like his except yeah, right. Go back and listen to some of his music and the lyrics. The beats are trash. You know, that he wasn't taken seriously because he was a basketball player. Like, what basketball player outside of Damian Lillard has had a great was actually a great artist
I didn't
like
know
that?
Damien was a great artist.
Man, Damian Lillard can rap.
I don't
And his
really
beats aren't trash.
I don't really think of athletes as being artists, except for that one time Roy rap. I smoked, I drank. Supposed
Oh
to
yeah,
stop, but I can't.
right. Right. He caught a catchy beat.
He did. He ain't did anything else. But that one
No.
was
Do
good.
it big.
That one was good. I'm who else attempted to have a rap
Kobe.
career? Kobe did try.
Ron. I want to say Ron Artest. You probably don't know. Meta World Peace.
No, I know who that is, but I'm saying like can't.
Yeah.
Song doesn't ring a bell.
Shaq.
I remember
Deion
Shaq.
Sanders.
I do.
And I mean, like Deion Sanders jump was dope.
Deion had Beyonce doing his dance. I mean, I guess she technically was Beyonce.
Right,
at that
right,
point.
right.
But like that was like her thing when she met him was like, yo, I can do the dance.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who else. Who else?
Athletes turned music.
But I want to say Shaq was the most successful this at this junction. Because
Wow. Bernie Williams, never heard of him, but he was a New York Yankee and he released 2 albums and had been nominated for a Grammy.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't know.
Damian Lillard goes by Dame Dollar.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to think.
We've already mentioned Kobe and Shaq and Deion. Julio Iglesias.
I don't know who that is.
He was a professional footballer before he became a musician. Bruce Dickinson. I have no idea who he is.
It'd be crazy if they be like O.J. Simpson.
Let that go. Allen Iverson, Jules 40.
Allen Iverson.
Yep. Apparently he had a lead single called 40 Bars.
Really?
Yep.
Roy Jones.
Iman Shumpert.
I forgot about him, but he's good.
Lonzo Ball.
Iman Shumpert was on BET, one of BET Cyphers.
Was he?
Yeah, he's good.
Interesting. Nope.
Anyway.
That's what I was about to say. Well, moving on.
It's been a few athletes that have
Pacquiao?
Manny?
Yeah.
He's like a singer. Like
yeah.
Yeah.
Anywho, go ahead.
I'm trying to share this on my Facebook, and I don't know how to spell discussion. Is it two S's or one?
Give me a phone.
I ain't the greatest speller in the world, man.
I didn't know that about Julio. That's what made me
Who is
say
Julio?
Julio Iglesias.
Who is that?
Don't worry about it. Your phone is spelling the word for you.
Damn. Go ahead, hit share now. Give me my phone back.
Go
Give my phone back.
ahead.
uh, but yeah, so Shaq wrote a diss track about Shannon Sharpe. Basically, it came from Shannon. Shaq did an interview on NBA on TNT about Jokic. Jokic won the MVP. I think this is third or fourth one. Don't quote me on it. I know it's at least his third one. And basically Shaq has been saying and said to Jokic's face or in the interview, I don't believe that you deserve to win that one. I think it should have went to SGA, which is a forward or guard for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Um, and you know, he took that and he was like, "All right, that's your opinion." So he's like, "Okay, whatever, that's your opinion. Cool." Jokic, left it. Shaq, not Shaq, but Shannon Sharpe went on his podcast with Ocho Cinco and Gilbert Arenas, the after hours joint that they do, not the one that you know.
Shannon is just he shouldn't have nothing else to talk about because he
Hold on,
podcast out.
hold on. I admire what Shannon Sharpe is doing.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying that's two with Ocho,
Yeah,
and then
no, it's
club.
one. It's
It was
one.
one. It's just an after hours.
Yeah, it's just what theirs had turned into.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just, and they added Gilbert Arenas. He don't come on all the time.
Gilbert is. I ain't got nothing to do today. I'm gonna drive.
Yeah,
Okay.
something like that. But so they did that. And Shannon responded in saying Shaq only has one MVP award, and basically is not in the position to be like, hey, don't say, it should have went to X, Y, and Z. And then he was like, he's never in the conversation of being the greatest to one of the greatest to play, and stuff like this. It kind of like was like Shaq's work ethic wasn't the best, and if he was like to be as dominant of a player as Shaq was when he played, how is he not? How did he only win one MVP?
Shaq was always going to be overshadowed by Kobe.
I think you're absolutely correct, but I also think it's a matter of not necessarily overshadowed by Kobe, but it was everybody was paying attention to Kobe.
That's what I mean by overshadow.
Okay. But yeah, but Shaq was doing the dirty work because Shaq was the one that's winning the Finals MVPs.
The most that I think about with Shaq and his playing of the sport is fouls.
Yeah, that hurt him.
And he can't shoot free throws.
He can't shoot. He'll break a free throw.
Man.
I wonder
you be like, stand there and shoot it again.
I wonder how many threes did Shaq make.
I don't know. He ain't make a lot.
I didn't think
not
did.
During the course of his career that I saw.
No, I've never seen Shaq shoot a three.
And my mama watched a lot of basketball.
Yeah. But Shaq's thing, right? And he said this was he wanted to be the most dominant. He didn't care about being the greatest player. I want to strike fear in you when you see me. And when I get the ball, I want to be able to slam on you. I don't think Shaq's play today or the way he played would be able to. He wouldn't be able to do that in today's league. First off, everything he does will be a foul. You know,
he got to fall out.
Absolutely, everything what he does will be a foul. But his dominance, he wouldn't be able to go out on the wing and because you got 7-foot players that's stepping back and shooting threes, and he gotta contest that.
They halfway to the goal just by putting their arm out like this.
Yeah. So it's like Shannon saying all these things. It's fact. You
Mhm.
know, he only got one MVP of the
Mhm.
regular season. But also on the flip side, Shaq's response to it is, "You're not in the top 10." And this is parts of the diss, calling him not in the top 10 of his profession.
Mhm.
I mean, in his position, he is. You know, he's not. He don't make as much money. When the person start talking about money, you don't make as much money as I do. You ran out of stuff to talk about.
Mhm.
And Shaq did that. You don't make the money I make,
We don't know
obviously,
what
Shaq.
he making,
No, I mean Shaq got him.
but we don't know what Shannon's making. We don't know what Shannon's investments were like
Shannon,
when he was
look,
in the league.
Shannon admitted, no, I don't have as much money as you do.
But nobody knows how much money anybody
Nobody
has.
cares.
I don't, because I'm not spending any of
I don't either.
it.
I don't care how much money you make, because you know, on the outside looking in, this always looks like more money to me. I'm always striving to get to your point, but you had a head start. You played in the league where your minimum is
Was a lot
way
more than I make right now.
right. My minimum is federally funded.
And you were not making the league minimum at any point.
At any point, you was not.
And Deshauna is soccer, not American football,
Yeah,
but it's still football.
yeah.
I just had to get that out.
Oh, okay. I appreciate you clearing that up, because I was like, when I saw Julio, I was like, Julio Jones.
No, Julio
Yeah.
Iglesias.
Um. But yeah, man, it's funny that Shaq, and it's not off brand that Shaq makes a
Good
diss.
morning,
Good
D.
morning, D. It's not off brand that Shaq made a diss track.
No, it's not.
You know,
Not surprising at all.
I'm finna go in the booth and make
He
this
probably
diss
has a
track.
studio in his
I
house
wouldn't. I wouldn't
that's
put
like,
it
yeah,
past him.
well, I ain't got nothing else to do. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna go downstairs. Give me a beat.
yeah. But it's hilarious because Shaq is probably like 50. I want to say.
Him and Shannon about the same
Yeah, they
age.
about the same age, and it was like, I'm finna go make a diss track. And the funniest thing to me, or the funniest thing I thought about, is what if Shannon gets in the booth?
First off,
He wouldn't.
Shannon is not articulate enough to
Right.
be in the booth.
His tongue is too big.
Exactly. The nice way of saying it is he's not articulate enough to
Oh
be in the
man.
booth. We got to know our strong points.
You be sitting there
Now,
spitting all on the mic and
the
stuff.
interesting thing is interviewing is not necessarily his strong point,
Nah.
but he's making a killing doing it.
Yeah, because he's found a spot that he's just, I'm finna go at it.
Now, the interesting thing, speaking of Shannon, in this week, I haven't finished this interview yet. I started watching like a really long clip, and then I went back to the beginning of the full interview.
Mm-hmm.
But I was listening to him and his Gary Owen interview, and Shannon has terrible segues.
Does he?
Yep.
What happened?
So, talking about Gary's brother overdosing, Gary trying to get custody of his niece. And then the next question that Shannon asked is, can you tell me about what it's like dating black women versus white women?
Where do you go from that?
How do we get to that from a heroin overdose and I'm trying to get custody of my niece? You see what I mean?
To dating, I mean kids. That's a way to get there.
The segue wasn't there. He literally said, let me ask you this. What is it like dating black women to you?
I seen that. I seen that part. And he was just like, I don't know. I guess it's like gay people. I was like, you know what? That's
He said he had
that's
one
solid.
white girl in the 90s.
And he knew it wasn't for him.
And she also dated black men.
Yeah.
He said he still keep in touch with her on Facebook, and she got mixed kids too. And he was like, "Yep, we knew it."
Yeah, I think let's You know.
You are right, Deshauna. Journalistic coaching is what he needs. He just need to take a few journalism classes.
Yeah,
They
I
offered
mean,
at your local college.
the thing about it
I
is
took them.
he's looking at it. He's from a place of he was on TV for 7 or 8 years discussing his sports, right? So now that he's off that, he has the platform because we're gonna watch it.
I don't watch a lot of interviews, and Cat is really what started me watching his interviews, right?
Yeah.
And Shannon has caught like it's funny because the comedians have been going at him, mostly DL. And now Shaq going at him.
Well, Shaq going at him out of response to what he said about him. It's almost like saying, saying something about you that's truthful.
Well, no. I'm not getting mad about that. I'm just saying, like, Shaq's going at him. DL went at him, but DL's reason was stupid.
Yeah.
DL got mad at him because of what somebody else said. And it's like, should Shannon do better at asking more qualifying questions behind blanket statements? Absolutely. Is he going to? No.
Why can't I just tell Lily, come on?
And threw something down the steps.
In a cone.
I don't know. It's very interesting to me. Shannon's approach to things, and he has people that he's paying to assist.
Yeah. His knee is completely out of
It
there.
is. He didn't. It was a little hole.
Yeah.
And he's just
He
made
just
it
been
gaping.
sitting there playing with it now.
You want some oatmeal? Your oatmeal's on the table. Yeah, go get it. You don't need it.
I'm just sitting here like, what's up, brother? But no, I just think I think it's funny, man. Shaq and Shannon. And Shannon also called him envious of the other guys winning the MVPs. Envious of the other guys winning the MVPs. Hey, man. You don't gotta make all that noise, man. What's up? Huh? I don't know what you said. What you want to watch? You want to watch what? Oh, Roma and Diana. Okay. We just had the Nightcap. That's the name of it. Nightcap is the name of his podcast, Ocho Cinco. Excuse me, guys. We just had to take a minor break, kids break. Because the kids are up today. Yeah, I know. How did she find this?
On the portal.
Oh, that man just got fed up with Lily and her mess, didn't he? I'm out of here.
He can't even open the door.
She opened it for her.
I know. But then he told her to come on. So was he really fed
Come
up?
on. We out of here.
He's so funny. Like
we busting
listening
out
to
of this joint.
his words come out.
Yeah.
Because he told on my mama yesterday. He said, "Mama, I keep messing with me." And then he looked at her and said, "Stop." Why am I sitting on Bluey?
I don't know. But anyway, moving right along, man. That Shannon and Shaq beef probably be over by today.
I don't
think
there is a beef.
I mean, it's not, but Shaq wrote a diss track. Go listen to it. Let us know what you think about it. Something that I saw that I was just passing by.